And look who's joined us on the set. I love getting to say this. Are you ready? Two-time NBA champion Danny Green is with us.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Zach Lowe. And you know this guy. You used to play with him in that San Antonio place.
I used to give him water.
Right? and that kind of guy.
Make sure his jersey was tucked in properly.
I got to just ask straight off the top, why pick the Lakers in free agency this summer?
I mean, I think it was a pretty easy decision. After knowing that we couldn't bring back the same team in Toronto and knowing that there wasn't a lot of space there, cap-wise, LA was number one option. Knowing that, I mean, they didn't have a lot of players under roster, but the players that they had under roster were pretty damn good. So, you know, they had Anthony Davis, had LeBron, I think, you know, two other guys, Kuz,
right.
And then they signed Troy Daniels, I think. So they had like 4 guys at the time. But I was like, you know what? Looks like a good foundation.
Like, that's a basketball team. I could do that.
Yeah, it's a great city, and we have a chance to be, you know, a contender just with those 4. And then we added obviously some even greater pieces with DeMarcus, Dwight. Obviously DeMarcus went down. Dwight, Rondo. We had some shooters. KCP came back. Dudley. So many guys. You know, so many guys.
So, you know, my thing is this: watching you grow. You know, having you in your first couple years. Don't start laughing. Don't start laughing.
You want to tell, by the way, for people who don't know your entire multi-stop playing history, do you want to explain?
Basically, basically anybody that's in the NBA that's older than 5 years played with me at some point in time on one of the 19 teams I played on. But no, watching you go to Toronto last year and really be one of those guiding, hey, this is how we do it. This is the process, and along with obviously Kawhi.
Yeah.
But now that you come here and you're now taking on that role, you're a 2-time champion. You've done it twice.
Yes. I've been lucky, man. I've been on some great teams. But you know, the role this time around, I think, is a little different. I don't have to be, I'm going to be that anyway, just because I'm used to doing that coming from Toronto, being a leader and teaching guys of how we need to be, the atmosphere we need to win. We've got so many winners on this team. You know, JaVale's got 2, Rondo's got 1, Bron's got 3. So many guys that have been in the playoffs and been in contenders or been in the finals and have won. So many veterans that I don't have to be that main focus or that main leader guy in the locker room. We can do it collectively as a group, and I think that that's going to be, you know, real, you know, helpful in the future, especially deep in the playoffs when we have our depth or we have some injuries. You never know what's going to happen, but that experience is going to help us a ton in the future.
You might see up on the screen, it says, what would you mean to win it with 3 different teams? Because our guys in the control room are very eager to show you that there's only two guys who have won with 3 different teams in the NBA, so you could be number 3?
That would be amazing to be on a short list of, you know, those 2 guys. More so for me, just winning anywhere doesn't matter. The same team, but just winning a championship is a special thing to do, and it's very hard. And I realized I was spoiled earlier in San Antonio, but I realized how hard it is to get back to that stage and get that opportunity. But we have a group here, so we have a chance, and if we stay healthy and if, you know, we come together as a group chemistry-wise, I think the only people that could beat us is ourselves.
How'd you get so comfortable? Started the way your career started. How'd you get so comfortable on the big stage? Because you're not 2-time champion, but people forget the year you lost in San Antonio. You made like 1,000,000 threes. You were maybe going to be the MVP of that series.
I made a couple. I made a couple shots. But being around Timmy, Tony Manu, and obviously playing for Pop, they keep you professional and keep you very humble. You know, you don't let your ego get too big, and just more focused on the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think about me hitting the shots. It was more so winning the game and just focus on the game and not even thinking about it. But learning from them, making winning plays. Obviously, you had some failures. You missed some shots. You have some bad games. But learning from them to not get too, you know, high or too low, and learning how they've taken the process as they've gotten older, and not thinking too much about it, just playing basketball, having fun, is, you know, helped me and said prepare for that stage and also, you know, be accustomed to that stage.
I noticed when you talked about those vets who kept you being professional, you did not mention Richard Jefferson. So.
Rich definitely was one of those guys. As soon as I got there.
Yeah, no,
guys like Manu and Timmy, they really taught me how to be a pro, and humble, and just didn't mention the guy to his right. Now look, last time you played with LeBron was in Cleveland, and one of the things people remember from that is the dance moves and the introductions, right?
That was
the
a long time
ball,
ago.
the whole 9.
Starting the triple
Are we bringing back any of that this year?
The way my knees and legs are set up, I've gotten older, and so has Bron. We're a little older now. The dance moves, and I haven't practiced dance moves in a long time in front of the mirror, so my dance moves are very rusty. I still have a little bit of rhythm, but I don't think my knees and body set up for that. I'm going to save my energy.
Start off a little tentative.
Yes.
You got into it.
Work your way into it. Now I'm even older, so it's going to take me a long time. I'm going to use that energy for staying on the court. I might, you know, pass out if I do a dance before the game and then get on the court.
We can get you a walker.
need whatever I can, whatever helps.
Right.
I'm gonna need it.
You looked at me like I was crazy because I was old, and you were like, "Man, why you act so old?" Now here you are.
Now I understand.
Now you understand.
I save every little bit of energy I can. There's no dunks till playoffs. Stay on the perimeter, play my defense, do my little job, and save the dancing for when we win it.
Okay.
That'll be cool.
There you go.
That's fair.
A pro right there. A two-time champion, Danny Green. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to get used to seeing you in that gold and purple. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.